For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 17 of Season 2 here at Chelsea. We face West Brom to start things off in the Premier League this time rather than the Carabao Cup. Of course, the semi-final first leg was played in yesterday's video. We are looking to improve in defence at wing-back. Currently moved Pereira to left-back and Aspi to right-back. Looking for a new wing-back on either the right or left to replace Azpilicueta in the starting lineup, with Pereira playing on the other side, whether that be left or right, depends on who we actually bring in. And we, at present, don't have the money to do that, but there is a deal in the works with regards Felipe Coutinho moving to Paris Saint-Germain for a rather large amount of money. So we will be able to afford someone very soon. I asked you guys for some feedback in the previous episode with regards some extra wing-back targets. I have since added those to the transfer list, and I will chop to the shortlist, and I'll show you them now. Kimmich we already had, although I'm not sure he's going to suit the role that I want. Alessandro Florenzi is currently at Borussia Dortmund, so moved already once in this save from Roma to Germany. Has a release clause, actually, of 43.5 million. Might be quite a good player to bring in for that price. His stats are particularly impressive. They are his physicals and his technicals, very, very good indeed as well, and obviously can play on the right-hand side of midfield and in centre mid too. Whenever you come up with right or ask for right-back suggestions, Hector Bellerin always arrives in the comment section, although I'd probably lean away from him. Nelson Semedo was transferred to Barcelona in real life in the summer transfer window just gone, so 18 months ago in save. And he looks okay, really, really quick. And okay in the tackle, but not the best. Perhaps Florenzi would probably be better than him. And then João Cancelo was also suggested a number of times, but he's just moved to Liverpool in this save, in this window. So I'm going to have to remove him from the list. I haven't, as of yet, added any more left-backs to the list. Actually, no, I have. That's a lie. Dalbert, the Brazilian, or Dalbert. I don't know whether the T is silent or not. We'll have to have a look on my pronunciation website. But I'm going to remove Jordan Lukaku. And if I sign a left-back, it's probably going to be Alexandro, because, of course, he was linked with Chelsea in real life in the window just gone. Or in the summer, sorry, just gone. And with right-back, I'm probably leaning towards Alessandro Florenzi as well, especially with that cheap release clause there of 43. Now, I'd have quite happily paid £50 million for him if he's still at Roma, so Borussia Dortmund might have actually shot themselves in the foot by putting that release clause in there. I'll try and pick him up cheaper if I can, but I don't see any problem in paying the 43.5. But we have to wait until the Coutinho deal is done and he's left us before we can actually do anything. Or, of course, waiting for the transfer to see David Luiz or Cesc Fabregas leave the club go through as well. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. If we do get the Coutinho deal done, then I may wait and sell Cesc and David Luiz next season to ensure that I can actually use that money. Or no, I suppose I could do transfers outside the window now, can't I? So never mind. Disregard that thought. I was thinking off the top of my head and then kind of figured out what I needed to think in the same process. So we'll face West Brom in the first game. I'll play my starting lineup. We've got a full week. We'll play my strongest lineup. We've got a full week until the next game against Bournemouth, so no need to worry about rotating. We literally just battered West Brom as well. So drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. There will be a new car video coming out later on this afternoon as well, about 6 o'clock. So check your sub boxes for that. Of course, this series will continue on a daily basis, and hopefully, in the next couple of days, streams will return as well, meaning the Dortmund series will return as well. But we'll concentrate first on this game against West Brom. Almost the exact 11 that played against us in the Cup for West Bromwich Albion, although Livermore starts, and he obviously came off the bench in the game in midweek. So confident of getting another good result here. Right, that's not gone well. Aymeric Laporte tried to nod that down ahead of Rondon and just got flattened. Never mind, he's going to win the ball back anyway, so it doesn't matter. Willian in there to Tony Kroos. Give that to Isco quickly to Tammy out wide towards Willian. This is good football. Kieran Gibbs will look to close me down, but we'll try the Berber spin to get inside him. And still running out of space, so we'll pull it back to Aspi. Pull that back there to Tony Kroos. Let fly. Oh, and so very, very close to a 1-0 lead. Eden Hazard will just get that under control ahead of the defenders and keep it in play. Oh, but not be able to get the cross in, unfortunately. Hell of a hit from Tony Kroos from the edge of the box. They've kicked that straight out of play there, so we'll try and optimise our opportunity here. Kroos. I'll lay that in front of Kante. And he's got... Oh, okay. Well, it's meant for Kante. Space to run into. What can Azpilicueta do? Cool. Jeeps. Not a bad strike at all from Azpilicueta. That is the sort of situation where someone like Alessandro Florenzi would be superb because he has great long shots. But Aspi didn't do too badly himself there. 0-0 though after 12 minutes. Let's go into Kante. Forward to Tammy Abraham. Get the turn in. And Isco is there. Look back again. Kroos. Eden Hazard was the obvious option. Isco turns well. Lay that in front of Kante. Willian's there too. Willian will turn. Tammy Abraham actually acting like a great battering ram there to move the defenders out of the way. And Kante... Right. Okay then. Why is he taking that on his left? I don't know. Because that's what happens when N'Golo Kante shoots on his left. To be fair, his right isn't much better, but would have stood a better chance of going in had he taken it with his favoured foot. Kante. Out wide to Willian. Tammy. I see the run being made by Isco, but I'm not sure I can get it to him. Oh, he's done well. Kroos has come close once, and I don't believe it. He's hit the bar again. Kroos hits the woodwork twice in the opening first half an hour of the game. Oh, jeeps. What have I got to do to score here against West Brom? Forward into the channel for Tammy Abraham. Waiting for Willian to keep that run going, which he has done, and Kieran Gibbs can't stay with him. Willian got the pace to get away from him. All look for the cross eventually. Oh, and arriving at the back post. Oh, wow. Eden Hazard. How is that for a left-footed volley? Toni Kroos might have hit the woodwork twice, but that is definitely the best shot of the game so far. Willian delayed on that cross there. I was about to have a go at him for not hitting it first time. I wanted him to hit it there, and he took his time and then whips it, but... The volleyed finish from Eden Hazard. World class. Chelsea 1, West Brom 0 in some style. Kroos into Isco. Here's Tammy Abraham. Isco's made a good run. Pass isn't the best, but we'll get it around the corner to Willian. God, it took an age to reach him. Quickly look for Tammy. Good strength to hold him off. Eden Hazard drop the shoulder and whip it. Oh, jeeps. I thought it was going to go in for an own goal off Agazzi, but thankfully it didn't as far as he's concerned. I would obviously have liked it to go in, but never mind. Looks like it's going to be 1-0 at half-time. Haven't been able to find out where he's going to be 1-0 at half-time because there's the whistle. Corner to come in from Gareth Barry, of all people. I don't know if his set-piece delivery is any good. Oh, wow. No, don't you dare. I'm just hammering B. I'm trying to get rid of it. Literally, my thumb was just going on the B button, just trying to get rid of the ball, but thankfully Courtois pounced on it. That would have been a rather frustrating equaliser to concede, wouldn't it? Thankfully, though, it didn't go in. As soon as I take the mickey out of Gareth Barry in his delivery, they actually have they actually have a very, very good chance from his delivery. It was a great header from Matt Phillips, I think it was, that got to the cross. I'm not entirely too sure, actually, but waiting for someone to make me run and be in a little bit of space. Just tried to squeeze that to Isco, but couldn't. Still 1-0 in front. Still 1-0 in front, though, with half an hour to play. Free kick for West Brom. I've made 3 changes. So we'll see if they actually work. Morata, Pedro and Bakayoko have all come on. Livermore back there to Chadley to Livermore again. That's a good delivery. Going to need you to win that, please. Christensen's done well to do so. Matt Phillips heads that to Seamus Coleman. Gets his turn in. Thought he was going to cut back. He didn't. Now he has done. Gibbs with a... Well, I don't know whether that was a shot or a cross. As it happened, it was a terrible attempt for either. Chadley on the run down the right. He's got Rondon in the middle to aim for, and aims towards him. Rondon wins it, and Courtois claims it. Good header from the Venezuelan there. That was awkward for the keeper to deal with, but deal with it he did. I'm not really too sure what Azpilicueta's first touch was all about there, but never mind. Nice turn by Willian. Good tackle by Kieran Gibbs, and a great ball down the line into Salomon Rondon that Andreas Christensen thankfully has the strength to intercept and shake him off the ball. Cross comes in again. Keeper should have that and does. Thibaut with good hands. Actually quickly ball. It's out to Pedro. Just in the space he was in. Good touch to get him inside the defender there. And Pedro will get it back here from Isco. Morata looking to make runs. Isco also, well, he was making a run. Then he stopped. I will look from here though. And then poke that looking for Alvaro Morata, who can get onto it. Turn back. Find the pass. Isco 2-0. Good link-up play between Isco and Alvaro Morata there. We have ourselves some breathing room, thankfully, because West Brom have been pushing. But they aren't going to get themselves anything out of this because Isco swept that home. We have a 2-goal advantage, and that will be 3 points. Here's Adam Mayer off the bench and in behind. Early ball forward, but that'll be Christensen's to deal with. And now there's a bit of space here for Willian. Oh, that's a great first touch. I'll play it over the top looking for Alvaro Morata. Can he get himself another assist? Oh, what a tackle from... No, ref! Was it in or outside the box? Oh, and he sent him. Oh, my lord. He's quite clearly won the ball there. I mean, I'll have a look at the replay. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is a superb slide tackle. Was it in or it was outside the box? We'll let Isco take this one. And he will put it over the wall. And wide, but there's the final whistle. A red card with practically the last action of the game. Isco's free kick was woeful. Remind me not to take one with him for a while. But a 2-goal lead is all we got, despite 14 efforts on goal, only 4 on target. So 3 points, that's the most important thing. We'll head now towards the next game against Bournemouth. But in between now and then, we might be making a signing. There is the news we were waiting for. Felipe Coutinho sold to Paris Saint-Germain for £112 million, 94.5 of which added to my transfer budget. So we've got a little bit of money to spend now. Pasalic has had a 1-year loan offer deal in for him from Southampton, but he's actually been playing quite regularly for me recently. He and Marco van Ginkel have been very good whenever they've been called upon, specifically Marco van Ginkel. Actually, what I've done actually, whilst in the process of recording this episode, is done a vote on Twitter and asked people whether I should sign Sandro or Florenzi. There have been quite a few hundred votes so far. I did just a quick 30-minute vote, and it's quite heavily in favour of Alex Sandro. Very heavily in favour of Alex Sandro. In fact, 67% to 33%. So, approach to buy. The executive reckons I would have to pay up to 53 or 56 million. I couldn't quite see which one it was. I might try a player swap though, because obviously we're trying to get rid of Cesc or David Luiz. If I could use them as part of this deal. Did I just... No, there we go. Cesc Fabregas, £27 million. Do they want Cesc? Looking to bring in... Oh, they just want a straight swap for Alex Sandro. If they're going to be losing a left-back, they want a left-back to go back the other way. I don't really want to sell any of my left-backs, so I could offer another player maybe. No, I've only got Humberto Sanchez and Alex and Luke Shaw. Neither of which I want to send the other way. So I'll offer 45 million, and we'll see what they say to that. I don't know. Oh, 46.2. Sold, mate, to be honest. That's a steal for Alex Sandro. He's valued at 43, and they've sold him just above valuation. That's very surprising to me. What's he on a week a minute? £195,000. That is a lot of money, but it's the sort of figure that we can comfortably afford now that we've sold Felipe Coutinho on. He's on 100. What do they want squad roll wise? They're not saying. Okay, well he will be crucial because he'll start at left back. What does he want a week? Are they going to have any requirements? Contract length, just 4 years. That doesn't matter. They normally tend to accept 4 years unless they come to you and say, we definitely want this. Isn't looking to add on a release clause. I agree. That's definitely the best option. Now, what do you want wages? They're not going to give me... Right, okay, they're not going to give me anything with regards a ballpark figure. I'll offer him 180 grand and a £2 million signing on bonus and leave it at that. They'll probably counter that. 170... Well, okay, no, yep. You can definitely have 170 grand a week. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Alex Sandro is in, as per your votes on Twitter. So Alex Sandro will start the next game against Bournemouth, and we'll switch Pereira to right back. Aspi can go onto the bench ahead of David Luiz, and David Luiz can come out, and we will move in Alex Sandro. 88 rated Alex Sandro, more to the point. Very, very highly rated player. And we'll just move everybody around so they're all in the right position order. There we go. Apart from Brown, who's now there because of the transfer of Coutinho. So who do I want to put in that position? Probably a centre mid. Well, anyone really can go there. Let's throw Charlie Musonda on the bench because he hasn't actually played as much recently as I might have liked to try and get him on the pitch. So we'll throw him there, and I might bring him on instead of Pedro in a number of situations. But moving forward, still looking to sell on Pedro, Cesc Fabregas, and David Luiz. Somehow, between now and the end of the window, I'm not sure whether we'll actually get any bids in. And Michy Batshuayi, who I ballsed up the deal for in the last episode. An offer for Andreas Christensen, which will be swiftly rejected, thank you very much, Juventus. He's going absolutely nowhere. Going to be one of the best centre-backs in the save in a couple of seasons' time, if we're even still at Chelsea in a couple of seasons' time. Bournemouth up next. I think that means, with that extra email, that the next round of the FA Cup has been drawn. As you can see, or could see before we got the little thing, our manager rating's now gone up to 85. 3 emails, none of which are important to me, unfortunately. So no bids in yet for any other players. And the next round of the FA Cup has been drawn against Brighton as the first game of the month of February. So we will play that in the next episode, or maybe the episode after that, because we've still got the end of the window to go yet. I still have 50 odd million pounds available to spend, but nobody really that I want to spend it on at this particular moment in time. So I'm not going to spend it for the sake of spending it, because my squad is already massive. What I might do is actually try and upgrade perhaps my youth scouts. That might be an idea. Although I'm not sure, again, whether we're actually going to be here at Chelsea in this save long enough to actually warrant using those youth scouts. Because, of course, we do have... well, you'd need 2 or 3 seasons worth of growth from this point to warrant bringing them into the first team. And I don't know whether we'll be doing more than another season here at Chelsea. So, I don't know what to do with that money. I might just leave it. But Alexandro starts, making his debut here away from home against Bournemouth. Couple of former Chelsea players in the starting lineup for Bournemouth, Nathan Ake and Asmir Begovic. New signing this window, Moussa Dembele starting at striker, brought in from Celtic. So we'll see how he... Kante, Kroos, Isco. Oh, nice first touch and turn. Take the advantage. Abraham. I'm going to try and get this to Isco. That's not Isco, that's Willian. There's the cross though. Eden Hazard. Oh, he's loving a volleyed finish right now, isn't he, Eden Hazard? His second volley in as many games from a cross from Willian again. The two of them linking up really nicely in today's episode. Just 4 minutes in, and we have ourselves a lead down here on the south coast. Great ball in, actually. The pass was meant for Isco, but it finds Willian. Good ball in. How Hazard's allowed to be on his own right in the middle of goal, I'm not sure. But again, superb technique. Begovic does get something on it, but not enough to get it round the corner. 1-0 Chelsea. Kroos forward to Isco. Tammy's there. Early ball. Tammy Abraham trying to work the space on his right. Still takes it on his left. Straight at Begovic. Kante in there to Isco. Lay that in front of Kroos. Oh, you guys know I love a long shot. Go on, so does Tony Kroos. Begovic getting a hell of a clearance on that. Who's going to have the final touch there? It's going to be my throw off Tyrone Mings. Some support would be nice, lads. Eventually, everybody's arriving. I will throw it to Isco and just try and get it back there to Pereira. Look for the early cross. Straight to the keeper. Isco's actually got some room to run into here in the wide channel. Early cross. And Hazard is there again with a header this time rather than a volley, but straight at Begovic again. Let's go to Kroos. Actually use Kante first. Is Alexandro going to burst forward now? So much space out here for Eden Hazard. I don't even know what they're doing. What they're doing defensively. I don't know what they're doing. Ricardo Pereira into N'Golo Kante. I'm going to have to go back out wide right here, aren't I? I'm going to try and squeeze that quickly to Isco. Oh, the first touch. And space again for Eden Hazard. Teams just can't seem to keep hold of Eden Hazard in games right now. And Tammy Abraham has his follow-up effort blocked by Tyrone Mings and Renato Sanchez with the acrobatic clearance gets it away. Danger still not gone. Willian to Tammy. Tammy with the turn. Tammy with the shot. Tammy with the stand. Never mind. Okay. Isco. Great footwork. Tammy Abraham. Oh, caught in it a little bit. Good strength though up against Nathan Ake to hold him off. Tony Kroos. Oh, love a long shot. Deflected off Kirk. Out for a corner. Bournemouth yet to have an effort. I don't know how many we've had already. 8 so far. Tammy's up. There's the 9th. Asmir Begovic with a strong arm to get it away. We'll have another corner. Can we get effort on goal number 10 here? We might well. We might not also. So we are to driving forward. In there to Callum Wilson. Back to Julian Brandt. Callum Wilson quickly. Or Kante cuts it out just in time. Tony Kroos isn't going to have the pace to get away though. Alexandro will. In there to Isco. Oh, I tried to drop the shoulder on Harriata there, but he wasn't to be fooled. Neither was I. And actually send Tammy Abraham away. And we could here make it 2-0. What a finish. Drilling it hard low into the bottom corner. Tammy Abraham makes it Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. I tried to drop the shoulder, it didn't work. And then they tried to do something similar to me, it didn't work. But they overcommitted when they tried to do it. And as a result, quite easily able to send through Tammy Abraham with just the one defender back there. Not going to catch him. And a powered, drilled, low finish into the bottom corner. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. Tarouch. Oh, he's turning his side me nicely. Moussa Dembele plays the 1-2. I think he knows which way to go there. Harriata played in. Drilled forward to Callum Wilson. Thankfully, we do have a 2-goal advantage now, but if they're going to be as wasteful in possession as they are there in the final third, then it doesn't matter whether I've got a 1-goal lead or a 17-goal lead. They're not going to get themselves back into the game, are they? Isco's going to keep that run going, hopefully, but Tammy Abraham just trying to shake off Nathan Ake here. Kroos forward there into Isco. Look for Tammy again, and Tammy could make it 3 here, but hasn't. And Kroos, I tried to keep that down, but failed in doing so. Half an hour to go, still 2-0. Benicophobe coming on here for Callum Wilson. Oh, couldn't quite get there with the through ball, or to intercept the through ball. Moussa Dembele, he's gone for the ball over top, wasn't ready for that. Benicophobe, great strike, good save. Can I get there with Aymeric Laporte? I can't. Turich keeps it in, and has got the wrong side of me. Alexandro slides in and misses the ball. Tony Kroos intercepts, thankfully. Who's going to get to that first? Well, Cook did, but I'm the one that comes away with the ball. Willian with the ball forward looking for Tammy and given away to Nathan Ake. Game getting a little bit stretched here, flying from end to end, but Bournemouth haven't threatened too much. It was a decent effort from Benicophobe there, but comfortable height for Courtois. It's drawn into action again to cut out that cross. Who's going to get to that first? It will not be Willian. I thought it was for a moment in time. Renato Sanchez across here, looking for Turich. Alexandro closing him down. Kante going to do the same, but gets it to Renato Sanchez to turn. That's wide. 15 minutes to go, 2-0. Free kick in a good position. Tony Kroos will take it. His last free kick for me was terrible. This one, much better! Well held by Asmir Begovic. That was, I couldn't quite tell whether it was going to go in or hit the woodwork, but Begovic was taking no risks, and it was a good save. Obviously, rather tall Asmir Begovic, isn't he, at 6'7", so... Tammy Abraham with a good turn, could send Hazard away. So it was always going to be favourite to get to it if it was towards a corner, but still, Willian trying to work something here still. Oh, that is a chop. An absolute chop from Tyrone Mings. He might be in trouble here. We had a red card at the very end of the game against West Brom. It's only a yellow for Tyrone Mings, but that one was a worse challenge than the one that got the man sent off for West Brom. That's not even close to where the little yellow marker was there. What is the point in having that yellow marker to aim in a free kick or a set piece when it just quite clearly didn't pay attention to it there? There's the final whistle. Willian injured, hopefully not out for too long. Otherwise, I might have to hold off on the Pedro sale, although I've got Charlie Musonda and Kennedy and a Scout Future Star as well, actually, who's not very good but could fill in if needs be. So I could still sell Pedro. We'll have to wait and see how long Willian's going to be out for. We do have the second leg against West Brom coming up on the horizon. A loan offer for Tammy Abraham. Yeah, that's not happening, mate. He's my starting striker right now. Tammy is staying put. Thank you very much. A breakout star, it seems, Tammy Abraham this season. We'll have a quick train, and I think that'll be where we'll leave it for today. I'll show you the league table quickly, though, before we end. With 2 victories today, have we been able to close the gap on Manchester United at the top? It has been as much as 6 to 8 points. It has been as little as 3. It was 4 as we headed in to today's game. We, of course, got a big victory in the first leg against West Brom, so I'm comfortable to play a rotation-ish side in the second leg against West Brom. 3-2 Liverpool beat Stoke in their first leg as well. That's a rather close fixture. Wouldn't like to call that one. That could genuinely go either way. In the Premier League, the gap is 2 points now. We've closed again. Watford have got a game in hand. It could come within 4 points of us should they win it. But we are just 2 points behind Manchester United now. They beat us to the Premier League title last season. But can we beat them to it this year? Norwich bottom on 11 points. Reading on 16. West Brom on 20. Manchester City up in 7th now. City were down the bottom, weren't they, earlier on in the season? They're on a real run of form, up to 7th. The lowest big side is Liverpool there in 8th. Just glancing at the table, wouldn't have expected Southampton to be that low either. But anyway, that's where we'll end it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. If there are more sales to come, then let me know in the comment section what I should do with the money. We currently have 51 million and 250k in the transfer budget. It's enough for a transfer, but I don't really have anyone that I want to buy. So we'll just play it by ear. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. New car video later and more Chelsea tomorrow. See you then.